Action.
Alrighty, we live. Happy Friday. Your favorite numbers, guys. Queens, Nassau, Suffolk County Weekly Market Update. We got almost a full house. We've got the fellas, Ali and Matthew on top, Dina and Tashi at the bottom. Guys, what's happening?
What's going on?
How's the market? Ali.
Depends. Are you looking to buy, sell, rent?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? It really depends. What is that you guys looking to do? So if somebody's looking to buy, what do you say?
Buy. Low interest rates, free money. And if you're looking to sell, there's low inventory.
Bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Bless you. So if you're looking to sell, there's low inventory.
And what, Matthew, if somebody's looking to sell right now? What if somebody's looking to sell a property right now?
There's a lot of
Equity is high.
I'm sorry, Dina seems like she's got the answer. Go for it, but
there's a lot of buyers out there. Now is the time.
And
time to get a good value, right? Everybody built a lot of equity, so it's definitely a good time to create some bidding wars. But anyways, let's get to the numbers. So as always, single families in Queens, multis in Queens, co-ops and candles, and then we'll jump on Nassau and Suffolk. We'll try to get through this in less than 5 minutes. Perfect. Ali, go for it, brother.
okay, looking at single-family homes getting under single-family homes in Queens from May 3rd to May 9th. 2 weeks ago, we were at 146. Great amount of homes coming in the market, comparing it to last week's 148. Very stagnant with the numbers. Only 2 more homes last week. Looking at new listings last year, 58. So, look at the jump, guys. It's literally twice as much. Yes, those are COVID times.
It's almost 3 times as much, but you're right. It was still heavy-duty COVID in Queens.
Correct.
Even mid-May.
Looking at under contract, we went from 107 to 106, also very stagnant. And under contract, big fat zero. Also, COVID times. May wasn't the best month for Queens last year. Looking at closed from 71 to 63, comparing it to last year's 30, which is a good number, even for during COVID. So
I think what we see here is the steady amount of inventory coming in, right? Like, remember before spring, we are barely at like 80 homes to the market, right? But now, obviously, in 150, great numbers. Perfect. Thank you, Ali. Dina, jump on the multis.
Okay, we're looking at Queens Market Update, family houses on May 3rd to May 9th, which is 2 weeks ago. 100 were on the new listing. And then we have this week, 86 new listing. And then when you look at it on last year, this week, we had only 37 new listings. And then when we look at under contract, we have 68 houses that were under contract. This year of this week, 60 were under contract, and last year just 1 house was under contract. Like, it's a huge difference. And then we're looking at sold houses. Last 2 weeks were 37 sold. This week, 23 sold. And then this week last year, only 15 sold.
Perfect, good stuff. So obviously, very encouraging numbers coming in terms of the contracts, right? People were on fence with multifamily homes, but now we see, what is it, almost 130 homes in last 2 weeks going in contract, right? Exchanging hands, which is obviously great to see for everybody. Co-ops and candles, Matthew?
So 2 weeks ago, we had 182 new listings. And last week, we had over 244 new listings. You can see that the inventory, it
jumped quite a bit from 2 weeks to last
week. It's a huge jump.
Last year.
Last year, around this time, only 44 was on the market. So we only had 106 under contract versus 2 weeks ago, where we only had 110 under contract. Not a huge jump, but if you look at last year, around this time, we had 0 under contract.
Yeah, crazy. Those were some tough times, especially for the apartments, right? People having a fear of living in buildings, touching handles going up the elevator up and down, right? So co-ops and condos, it was a tough time, but it's nice to see that it's coming back.
Yeah, if you just look at 2 weeks ago,
We're going to be placing 2 apartments for sale. It's got a beautiful 2-bedroom in Jackson Heights, prime location. I think it's hitting the market today, right?
Hitting the market today, baby.
And then we've got Fatima Dina just finished a beautiful photo shoot of a great apartment in Flushing that's going to go live probably early next week. So we're going to be adding to that inventory a bit.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Wrap up the sold ones, Matthew.
oh yeah, so 2 weeks ago we sold 64. Well, 64 houses were sold. 64 co-ops was sold, and then last week 75 was sold. Around this time last year, only 27 was sold. You see that huge difference in numbers, nearly 3 times as much.
Yeah, and keep in mind, guys, this is co-ops and condos combined and studios through all the way to 3 bedrooms, right? So we just mash everything together just to give an idea what's happening with the baseline numbers. Good stuff, Matthew. Ali, you want to jump on Tashi, why don't you jump on the Nassau County?
So for Nassau County, 2 weeks ago, there's 370 houses sold. And last week, 442 houses sold.
Actually, Tashi, these are not sold. These are going on the market. So
I'm sorry, yeah.
no worries about it. Those are new listings.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 weeks ago, it was 370 houses on the market. Last week, it was 442 houses in the market. And last year, for around this time, it was 206 houses on the market. And then 2 weeks ago, 306 houses were under contract, while last week it was 335 houses. It was like similar. And then for last year, it was only one house under contract. For the sold amount, it was for 2 weeks ago, it was 193 houses sold, 205 sold last week, and then for last year, it was 115.
So we really see, thank you, Tashi. We see a steady numbers coming in Nassau, right?
Correct.
We've got the inventory coming in consistently, but we've got consistently those homes really flying off the shelf. Look at the prices now, guys. $895,000 in contract on average in Nassau, right? Those are big numbers coming in. Good stuff. What do you guys see in Nassau? I know Ali and Dina, you guys spend a lot of time in Nassau. Are the lines getting shorter?
No. I think lines,
Okay.
speaking, I think lines are getting longer.
Mm.
It's a spring market. It is, people want to get into the new school districts, especially out in Nassau County, the good school districts, just in time before September, so the kids can go to better schools. So no, lines are getting longer. I wouldn't say they're getting shorter at all.
Also, the houses on the market doesn't stay for long. Like 1 week and it's already under contract. They're going by so fast.
Incredible. Yeah, and it's confirmed by those numbers, right? When you just combine the contracts and the closed in 2 weeks, Ali, you do a good math. What was it? 407. We're talking about over 1,000 transactions.
Exactly.
1,000 homes either closing or going in contract in 2 weeks in Nassau. How amazing is that?
Insane.
How amazing is that? All right, Matthew, wrap up Suffolk.
All right, so in Suffolk,
So Suffolk from 2 weeks ago, Roger, we were at 424, and then we went down to 111.
That's so strange.
That is strange.
yeah.
That's so strange.
That's like 3 times less.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I mean,
Was the national holidays in Suffolk or something?
it was Mother's Day, but that was on the 9th. So I don't know. I don't know if they take Mother's Day a little too seriously down in Suffolk. but I mean, look, new listings last week. I mean, 279 during COVID, 111 during now. I mean, I don't know.
Right, Suffolk fellas are brave out there.
Yeah, they're a little, comparing it to under contracts 384 to 394. I mean, look, we need more inventory because what we got last week, that's nothing. We probably washed rest of Suffolk. So, I mean, 384, 424, not a complete wash, but look, we're like 40 homes away. And then the next week, insane. And then comparing it to last week's 5 under contract, looking at close from 231 to 263, great jump comparing to last year's 200 closings.
Yeah, you know what's amazing to see? Even though the prices are not always 100% accurate, but we can obviously look at the averages, right? So when you look at contracts last year, even though there were 5 at 541, when you look at contracts this year, in last 2 weeks, 636 and 694, right?
Yeah.
That's $100,000.
Yeah.
$100,000. When you look at the close one from 613 to 653 and 711, that's another, $50,000 to $100,000 increase in 1 year in Suffolk. I remember price in Suffolk, it was like inches, right? And now it's incredible. I mean, good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, we're expecting a super busy spring and a super busy summer, right? We're hoping for obviously more inventory. We do see more inventory coming in. We don't know what happened last week in Suffolk. We'll dig into it. But thank you guys. I know you're busy setting up schedule for the weekends. Who's heading out to Suffolk and who's heading out to Nassau?
Me, both places.
Perfect. And Tashi and Matthew going through a training, so they'll be ready as well, hopefully next couple of weeks. All right, guys. Thanks for jumping in. We'll catch you later.
See you later.
Bye.